just so easy. Too much you need TV. Red carpet treatment. Interview so recent.
See your favorite Hollywood host, and I am on the studio with my good friend Sam Phillips, and I want to say thank you to The Single Life for giving the opportunity for the Easy Show to be on radio with Hot Talk LA. So this is my first show, you guys, on Hot Talk LA, the Easy Show, and we're doing it the easy way. Stay tuned, because there's going to be a lot of fun questions and fun stuff on this show. Woo! Okay, you guys. Okay, first of all, before I even start, I have to say where this music you're hearing, that's coming from Papa Joe Aviance Productions, and we really appreciate him. He's also filming this first show, the Easy Show. We're doing it the easy way in Hollywood. Hey, Brian, what's going on, man? We got Brian Krause, Mr. Brian Krause himself, from Charmed, on the WB. And you play Leo in the show.
I do. Glad to be here.
And we're glad to have you. And then to my left, we have Mr. Kevin John, a.k.a. Bones, with a Z.
In the building, yes, that is what a Z,
Bones
as opposed to an S.
Yes. But how many people mistake that?
It gets mistaken often.
Alright, so this show, I wanted to introduce you guys to a little bit about what this show is going to be about. The Easy Show is kind of a doorway, it's a portal. It's going to open up a lot of doors for you guys. There's going to be a lot of events involved, there's going to be a lot of fun people, and you guys please contact me on Twitter, ERICZULEY, and also The Easy Show with the letter E, letter Z, and tweet us and talk to us, and we'll answer questions. In fact, we have a couple questions for you, Brian, a couple of unique ones.
All right.
Yes, they came in. A lot of people want to know what's going on with you and Holly, but we're going to get into that.
I saw a lot of dollars up there on the stage.
Yes, yes.
But I was confused if that was for the Red Cross, or is that just for you taking your shirt off? You know, I didn't know if they were throwing dollar bills.
But speaking of your shirt off, speaking of that, we have Mr. Brian Krause, which was on Return of the Blue Lagoon, and you had a pretty fun little friend there with you in the movie, and tell us about that, man.
You know, the main question I get is, do I still have the loincloth?
I saw that.
Yes, I do.
Is that how it starts? Usually you get like a little one-liner, and then you get 2 lines and 3 lines.
That's how it used to be. That you would have to get a commercial or one line to get Taft-Hartley into the industry. These days, SAG's kind of changed the rules where you can work as a background performer, I think 3 times, and you actually just join.
You just get 3 vouchers.
Right, and then you can just join. Back in the day, you had to actually get the job to get Taft-Hartley.
What do you suggest to do in preparing yourself for your role?
I guess it depends what it is. You know, I think #1 preparation is you got to know, you know, what, where, when. I think everything comes down to why. You know, I think with human nature, you know, just in conversation, everyone has an agenda, whether it's sharing emotion or something we want to know. So I think you need to know what it is you want.
Now here's another question, and this is a pretty good question from Cher Stone Schwen. I hope I'm saying that right. Why didn't Dorian Gregory come back on the final, or at least one of the final seasons on the episodes?
That's a really good question. You know, the final season, they actually cut my contract in half to 10 episodes as opposed to 22.
He plays this character so well, you gotta wonder, and a lot of fans are probably wondering, was there anything ever between you and Holly?
No, I've known Holly years even before the show. No, at the time I was married. My wife was friends with a bunch of the girls, but you know, it did pose a bit of a problem, a snafu, I guess, in my relation. You know, one of the first times we were kissing, and you know, I'm trying to stay on the show, so I'm trying to make it passionate and make it real. And
of course,
I remember watching it with my wife at the time. And, you know, I didn't want to watch it with her or whatever, but she's watching it, and she looks at me and she goes, well, that looked kind of real.
And you played the role very well. Why did you play that role so well?
Well, let's see, 7 divorces, 4 ex-girlfriends, and just kidding.
You added up.
Okay, so since I host a show called The Single Life, what's your situation? Single?
I am single.
Ah, I'm more.
Now that sounds believable.
That was unbelievable.
I got excited with that, you know.
Guys, I want to tell you too, this is being seen on WTV networks, and you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And I'm throwing my little outro here because my production's got to go outro, and I'm gonna come back to Brian. Thank you guys.
It's just so easy. Too much you need TV. Red